We're going to finish it up here with a little bit of rational optimism, because I have to constantly, we have to constantly be aware that there are good things going on. So wealth creation is constant, it's ongoing, it's never going to stop. In order to be rationally optimistic, you have to be able to recognize these things. Wealth creation is, by all the entrepreneurs, the scientists, the engineers, and the workers, they're working every single minute of every single day. We just have 3 short videos today to show you a few more examples. And I know this is a whole class that we cover someday, and it's a very, very good class. But I want to just give you a little tease again today, because it's never going to stop. So here's a few more examples. So this is going on behind the scenes. Hydrophobic surfaces.
Hydrophilic means water-loving, and hydrophobic is the opposite of that. Now, water on a super hydrophobic surface is going to bead up, almost maintaining a spherical shape on that surface. What we have done is try to mimic the type of structures that we see in nature on man-made materials. The lotus effect refers to what happens when water, such as from rain, lands on the leaves of a lotus plant. There's no adhesion, it rolls right off. The reason for that is because the surface of the leaf is covered with hairs that are essentially on the nanoscale. And what these features do is they trap air and prevent the water droplet from being able to spread on the surface. The superhydrophobicity that we see in nature is something that has a lot of potential applications for GE and for our customers. For example, self-cleaning materials where rolling water droplets pick up dirt and take it away, to anti-fouling materials where contaminants that are in the water don't deposit on the surface. So these are some of the reasons why we have been really interested in the functionality and the performance that we can get from these kinds of materials. One of the applications that we have chosen to develop for these types of coatings is related to the problem of ice. Ice is a big problem for GE and for our customers. It's very important in the wind business, where ice buildup in cold weather climates reduces the efficiency of energy production. And today, we deal with those problems in ways that are not as energy efficient as they could be if we had a passive ice-phobic coating.
See, could you imagine all this stuff is going around every single minute of every single day all around the world? And if we own all these companies around the world, we're participating in stuff like this. That's how capital is created. That's how wealth is created. And most of the world is quietly good. There's other people, like this scientist, developing things to help people.
Take one.
Is it hard for you to say those words, "We're trying to cure cancer"?
That's a really good question, and why it's hard to say we want to cure cancer. We do. And I think sometimes it's hard actually to think that you might actually succeed.
Patients that we're treating on this clinical trial have absolutely no other options left for them. These are patients who are unfortunately destined to die of their disease, and in a fairly short amount of time.
Emily Whitehead, 554.
So Emma is incredibly matter-of-fact about all of this stuff. This was a child who had had her leukemia come back twice. The parents were looking for a miracle.
What we've learned how to do is train the immune system to recognize and then kill tumor cells.
It's a procedure where we collect their T cells, and they are infected with a virus that will genetically change them so that they will now see and react against their leukemia cells.
And we actually use the HIV virus to do that.
So you're taking the HIV virus and infecting healthy cells with it to help kill cancer?
Yes. The virus has been engineered so that it can't cause disease anymore. But it still retains the ability to reprogram the immune system so that it will now attack cancer cells. We call those modified immune cells serial killer cells. Each infused cell can kill more than 1,000 different tumor cells.
But the reality is the dramatic responses of cancer to new treatments are very unusual. We need to make it clear when we talk to a family that it may not work. Emma was given her T-cell treatment, and within a few days, she was very sick. She had breathing difficulties, she had blood pressure difficulties. We knew that she could not have gotten any sicker without actually dying.
But then a remarkable thing happened. The T cells were growing, they were starting to fight the cancer.
Within hours, Emma's fever disappeared.
It was like the calm after the storm. The clouds went away, and she woke up and there was no leukemia. When that child survived, it was, of course, an amazing event.
See, we have to think and remember that stuff when we see all the bad news that's out there in the press, because you don't hear about stuff like this. It just happens to be a self-promotion by GE. But you don't hear about all the other hundreds and hundreds of thousands of companies and millions of people that are doing stuff like this, that are mutating technologies to create wealth and to save people and to help people. This last one, you know, I've talked in the past that my own personal belief, the thing that's going to lead the next worldwide boom is some sort of energy breakthrough. There's just so many people working on energy solutions right now. Something's bound to happen. In the last class, I showed you how Tesla's getting together with Solar City, and they're trying to get a battery storage so you can store your solar energy. And if that happens in the next 3 years, solar's going to boom. But here's another guy trying to create an energy breakthrough, and it's just one other example of mutating technology that could lead to something just amazing.
There's something that makes my heart warm. I can use sunlight plus water to power the earth. Jimmy Chan wrote an article in 1912. Imagine if you could unlock the secrets of photosynthesis, the guarded secrets of plants, and power our world with sunlight. When you put sunlight with water and use the energy of the sun to rearrange the bonds of water and split water, you can make hydrogen and oxygen. So what you've really done is stored sunlight, and that's what photosynthesis is doing up front. That's what the leaf is doing. And that's how the whole world has been powered for 2.5 billion years. The artificial leaf operates just out of a glass of water. Just like a leaf, sunlight comes into the silicon, and then my catalysts split water to hydrogen and oxygen. In spirit, I'm doing exactly what a leaf does. The real eureka moment was, let's not build a stable catalyst. That's what everybody was doing. Taking another hint from photosynthesis, because the leaf undergoes a self-repair mechanism. We figured out how to make catalysts that fix themselves The self-healing part is actually the key. And we decided to make it and use it for something really important, like saving the planet. A lot of people don't even remember. There used to be these big mainframes you would have to get your computing from. And then all of a sudden, a personal computer showed up. You were in control of your information. Well, why can't we do that with energy? Close your eyes. Think about your house being its own power station and gasoline station. That's all within our reach of just using sunlight plus water. The way energy works in the world today is rich countries build a big centralized power plant, and it's expensive. The way you go to scale is you don't build a bigger and bigger artificial leaf. I'm just going to make more artificial leaves with really inexpensive metals and hand them out. I know we could do it with $1 trillion. Man, every few years we burn $1 trillion. We're just talking about cost here. This is a high-priced poker game we're playing right now with life. In the next 35 years, we're going to be doubling our energy need. I am sure that the world will be personalized energy in the future. My only question is, how badly do you want it?
See, will this guy come up with the energy breakthrough? I don't know if that one will be. That's what stock investors, though, the individual stock, they make bets on certain things, and then some work out and some don't. We want to be able to participate in everything that this guy's doing. He's taken all kinds of technologies, putting them together, and we're participating in it. So with free market capitalism, wealth is being created every day right before our eyes. We can tap into it with our portfolios. So to wrap it up, everything that we covered today, we're going to ignore market predictions and forecasts from the gurus. We're going to have diversification worldwide in different asset classes with different correlations, low turnover, know your risks so you know what to expect, avoid costly behavior, and rebalance systematically on highs and lows. So education is the best defense against imprudent investing, right? You guys seen this before. Invest intelligently. Very important.